This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Shadow Hearts. Last time, we found out that Haley's mother is in this mental asylum, being taken in as a heretic because of her psychic abilities. And we are going to try and rescue her because she is also the person that has been speaking to Yuri and Alice occasionally through her psychic powers. And we got to help her because she seems to know a lot. Anyways, though, these two enemies are really easy. They're not even worth it. They're not even a threat. These are specters, changed form of the Inquisitor who guards Kalos mental hospital. Magic has turned him into something inhuman. They don't look like guys. They have boobs. They're a little too curvy, I think, to be guys, but okay. They only have 450 HP, their light attribute, and they can confuse you and use Nova. So they're very weak. Not even an issue. And, yeah. So, one thing that's kind of funny is, Haley, you're probably going to see Haley from now on being a permanent party member, because before, well, I said that I want to try and mix and match, just so that you can see all the party members. I actually have really grown to like, excuse me, I've actually really grown to like Haley. I didn't use them a ton in my practice playthroughs, just because I was, alternating between all the characters. And Alice is pretty much, I mean, you can't switch Yuri out, and I'm also like 89% sure that Alice is also a permanent party member, so you can only have one other party member that you can use, and that's, you know, Margaret, Zuzan, Keith, or Haley. And before, I just settled on Margaret, but I've really grown to like Haley, because he has some really strong psychic abilities. He also gains the ability to revive fallen party members, which is always a useful skill. His healing is really damn good. It can heal a crap ton. The only thing is it can only heal a singular character. Later on, Alice does learn the ability Arc, which allows her to heal the whole party member, all the party members for full. But it's still really useful if I don't want to, because it's like 60 MP. The only thing that's kind of annoying about Haley is that his MP usage is probably one of the more higher out of the other characters. I think the only other character that rivals it is Yuri, for certain fusions, but his MP usage is quite high. But yeah, though, he does gain a psychic ability that allows him to attack every enemy on the field. But right now, he only has single targeting attacks, but they're still really good, though. It's funny, Roger seems to like to play 4D chess. But the only issue is, though, Yuri's playing backgammon, so I don't know. We'll see. Roger is a smarmy little sarcastic. He's quite sarcastic. Bacon sure does like to gamble, it seems. One thing I kind of like about Bacon is he doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty. Like, I feel like a lot of evil masterminds or leaders don't like to get their hands dirty. They like to make their pawns do it, and while he does like to do that, he also seems to like to get things personal. Anyways, we have a new slingshot for Haley. The Laurel slingshot. Doesn't look like much, but it's very powerful. So, yep. And then that, though, there's not much else going on. Yeah, okay. So, let's keep going. There's a hidden item over here. It's the Demon Ward necklace. And as the name implies, if you wear it, it does cut the chance of demons appearing in half. That can be helpful in some situations, but usually I prefer to run into monsters just because the experience and the element that we need. I'll be doing some grinding for the elements actually very soon, just because to get the good ending, you need to do a certain thing, and it gives you a crap ton of element power. But you'll see that in a couple of episodes. You rabble, you ribble rabble, say your prayers, varmint. Okay, well, it was just more specters, who are super easy. They are not even worth, yeah. Anyways, though, all the doors on the right are locked. We need a keyhole with a heart design on it. Unfortunately, we cannot go in. The other doors you see, you cannot go in. Only the first 2 doors on the right can be, only those doors can go into. And we found a bronze coin. Now, the bronze coin is in our valuables, but for some reason, I just kept missing it, and it's in our valuables, but I could not see it for some reason. But I don't see it right now either. I don't see the bronze coin in here, but I know it's in here. I look at it like, oh, there it is. I see it. It's by the snake card. I think they just kind of merged together. I might need to get a bigger TV because my TV's a little small, so that's probably why. I was looking for, there is a lottery ticket. It's not in this room. It's in the next room, and I was getting a little confused. Anyways, we have 2 new enemies. We have Meat Eater, which are the dogs. Callus's mental hospital guard dogs. It was thrown into a world halfway through creation. So yeah, it only has 245 HP, it's wind, and it likes to use lightning. That's it. And then the other enemy, the one in the middle, the really creepy looking one, is Doom. Malicious ghost of the Callus Mental Hospital. It chases after intruders with its upside down body. What's crazy is the stick that it has, that's a brain. That's a brain pierced through the stick. So yeah, it's an earth type. It has only 225 HP. As you can see, Haley swiftly dealt with that. And it likes to use Rock Storm. That's about it, though. There's only... Yeah, it's pretty damn simple. It's funny, Alice can actually do... I wouldn't say great damage, but she can actually do a little bit of damage with the book. And these enemies are so weak, I have no need to transform Yuri into his demon form. I mean, I could... if I really wanted to be like socket to them, but there's no need. The enemies are so weak at this point that I can just do that and level up. Nice. Yeah, so right now we're lacking in a lot of soul energy, but we will get a ton of soul energy in the next couple of episodes, so there's no worry about that. But yeah, though, I was looking for a lottery ticket, but it's actually down the hall. I forgot that it was in a treasure chest and not on the floor. But you know the game, though. It usually likes to hide it usually likes to hide lottery tickets outside of treasure chests. And just more of the same enemies. Very easy. Yep, just more doors with keyholes. And the lottery ticket is in that chest right there. Lottery ticket. All right. Ooh, this doesn't look like a nice place. We've seen this room before, though. When Roger asked if Olga wanted a cup of tea. Don't say that, dummy! Definitely doesn't look like a friendly chair, though. Alright, this is the room that Roger was in when he was talking to whatever that dude's name was. And we need to drop coins into these vases. I mean, into these fountains. But we only have one coin, the bronze coin. One thing that's nice is, though, you don't have to figure out which coin goes in which vase, because you just automatically put the correct coin in. So it's not like a puzzle where it's like, this coin can only be next to this coin, but only if the other coin is adjacent to this coin. So that's nice. Not holding back on you, buddy. Yeah. Anyways, though, I think I'm going to use a tent, yeah. I haven't used a tent in a while. But yeah, though, I think I was thinking about putting the Priestarians on Haley, but I decided not to. But I think so I was kind of experimenting with what I wanted to do with Haley. So I put the demon earrings on for now, but I do eventually put we find another mind's eye, and I do put it on him, and I kind of suck with it right now, but I've gotten better at it. And for some reason, that key, the writing on that key was really weird. It almost looked like it said pot key. And there's the bronze coin that I couldn't find earlier, and it has a crab on it, or which I guess would be Cancer. And then a bird, but these aren't astrological signs. So because the other one's a crow, which isn't an astrological sign. Anyways, though, with the heart key, though, we can now go back to the beginning of the asylum, and that's a diamond. That's like the last door we open. That's a club, and then the two other ones are club too. No, that's a spade. I'm sorry. No, the spade is the last door we open. So that spade door, I think, is the last one we open. But yeah, though, these two doors are hearts, and we do need to go into them. And this should give us another key. No, that gives us the Fruit of Yggdrasil, which we've already seen before. Pretty much is like a full heal item. It's pretty good. So you want to hold on to those if you can. Definitely for the secret bosses. Or the final boss if you're not going to cheat. Which is what I'm going to do. The key to success is also another really good item to break the game at the end. And we have the club key, which is what we originally came here for. The key to success. It looks cool, though. Anyways, though, let's look at our new clubbed key. Yes, this place is definitely not a nice place. But with that key, we can go ahead and open another door. Which might have another key for us. Man, this place is not up to code. Yep, the diamond key. Yep, the last key we get is the spade key. But that's a little later. Okay, well, where's Yuri keeping all this stuff? I don't know why I didn't think of that just while I'm wondering that now, but it is kind of funny, though. And there's an item over here. I forgot what that is. No, it's a coin. It's the gold coin. We only need one more coin. We need the platinum coin. So that's all that's in this room. I was just making sure, because sometimes the game likes to, this game really does like to hide things. The gold coin, which has a ram, which would be Aries. But again, it's not based on the astrological signs, so. And just more enemies we've already fought before. There is one more new enemy we will fight in this dungeon. And it's actually really good to grind for dark elements. For dark souls. And we got the platinum coin. Because it comes in there's 5 of them, and each one gives you 2. So if you kill them, you get 10 dark element. And they're really easy to kill. Except one always survives, though. No matter what you do, one will always survive if you use a group attack on it. And I have no idea why. I don't know if it's like a bug or something. Or maybe when you're attacking that many enemies, the damage spreading throughout all of them weakens after a certain point. I have no idea. But there is always one that survives. Anyways, though, with the coins in hand, we can go ahead and drop them in the boss. And like I said, what's nice is you don't have to try and figure out which one goes where. You just drop them in. I'm guessing maybe there's a little symbol in them, or each coin is slightly different in size, so that and each slot that it needs to go to is, a certain size. I like the little drop sound it makes, the little water sound. Bloop. And with that, that door will open for us. And we can go deeper inside the hospital. But first, save. Oh, and this should be the new enemy. This should be the enemy I was referring to. It's a bunch of cockroaches. And they're called bugs, B-U-G-G-S. Gigantic bugs that jump at your face with slimy wings. Soaked in the hell's venom under Callus's mental hospital, it attacks any intruder. So yep, it's dark. It only has 155 HP, but it can do a lot of different things. It can confuse you, paralyze you, silence, poison, and I think it has a chance of instantly killing you with Nightmare. But yeah, though, they're not dangerous. And it's funny, they look very similar to the cockroaches from Kadelka, which this game is a spiritual successor to. And we're just gonna use Wish. What I should have done was just transformed Yuri into a demon and just used a screen nuke attack. But they're not dangerous though. As you can see, they can't even hit the double digits in damage. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead and just Mad Bull it. You're not gonna see Mad Bull though after this, I think. I think this might be the last time I use him. Or it's getting to the point where in the game you want to just start using the fusions that are really good. And like I said, I've tried to not just use Ifrit. See, look, one always survives no matter what. I try not to just use Ifrit, but he's so good with his physical powering up and then just changing the attribute to whatever the enemy is weak against. It's so freaking overpowering. And it gets even worse because that's only his level 2 form. Wait till you get to level 3. Yeah, it's, yeah. I tried, but, it only lasted so long. Alright, there's a hidden staircase. Well, let's go in. Hello? Is there anybody home? Just a giant metal door. That is a mighty thick door. All right, and here we have the mini boss of this dungeon. It is Rasan. Yeah, he's gross. He's got a bulbous booty though. Anyways, and he looks like he's pregnant, and he has like a head underneath. Excuse me. But he's not that strong though. Visit Rasan's mind, realizing the form by magic. It is a pregnant woman filled with hate. Inside its belly is evil that reeks. Oh, so it is pregnant. I kind of called that. It's weird. He is a fire type attribute. He has 3,500 HP. He does like to silence you and use blaze, but he also likes to use elder sign, which of course makes your magical defense go up. But unfortunately for him though, I'm not going to be using magical attacks on him for the most part. I'm going to go physical. Well, I mean, Haley's going to use magic. But Aqua Blade is water, so it does a decent amount. Yeah, see, even with that, it did over 200. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, though, Alice can't really do much. She's just going to be kind of on healing duty, which is fine. I was trying to see if there's like an item I could use to maybe power up Yuri. This would have been a good place to bring Margaret, just because she's a water type, and, I could have changed it to water, but he's really an easy fight. So it doesn't even matter, because the final boss in this dungeon is a dark type, so, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't really need that extra edge for damage, because Yuri's just... I mean, he's already going to do a crap ton. I don't know if hitting a pregnant monster in the belly is a good idea. But yeah, though. This fight's pretty much almost already over. I mean, even with neutral damage, Yuri is just... Yeah. And he does, though, do a decent amount of damage, though. Like, over 100? That's pretty damn decent. And he does silence. But that's not really an issue. Again, Yuri's already got hit. Yuri already did his magic, so we already did what he needed him to do. And now we just need to keep hitting him. I mean, but, you know, might as well heal Yuri just to make sure he's in good health. Keep him in good spirits. But he's fine. And this fight is pretty much almost already over. Man, I just freaking love that. You can tell he's about to die because his head is twitching down at the bottom. Man, just... I don't know if you can actually stack your buffs up. I've actually never tried. I don't think they do stack, though. They might, though. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, I think Haley finishes him off. I think that would be a good end. No, Haley doesn't finish him off. Okay. I think Alice maybe does then. He's like right there on the border of death. Die to the book. Ah, damn. Well, Alice, he did pretty decent damage. All right, yeah, he's dead now. Done. Easy. And he turns upside down. He spins upside down. Give me a Y. And there we go. Yep, he was really easy. That was only like a 4-minute fight. Kind of pathetic. But he was a mini-boss. But we did get the spade key, which will allow us to unlock that final door upstairs. But first we gotta deal with this door. Youch! Damn, if only we had like a fire demon form and we burned it down. Or melted the wall, I don't know. Well, let's just keep kicking it, I guess. The foot is mightier than the door, after all. Oh, damn, now you got Haley kicking. You're getting him into bad habits, Yuri. Well, looks like Haley's just gonna zoinks right in. Watch me zoinks right in, Scoob. Zoinks. Oh, there's a dirty bedsheet on the floor. Gross. Oh, and Haley's mom. Ah, the room's even labeled 13. I don't get why 13 is considered an unlucky number. There's probably history. I mean, there's no doubt history to it, but I don't know what the history is. Anyways, with the spade key, jealously guarded by the hospital director. The spade key seems to have been pristinely taken care of. Like, almost obsessively taken care of. But with that key, we can now unlock the last door in the hospital. Hopefully, maybe it will allow us to gain access through that thick steel door. And I went in the wrong one. It's next one. There you go, me. Here you go, past me. Anyways, inside this chest is the dungeon key. The dungeon. Oh, looks like Haley's in a bit of a jam. But if you noticed, in the chest, there was something red flashing in there. Yes, indeed, we have the fire gravestone. It's pretty damn easy to miss, but if you do look, the chest does have a slight red glow, a shiny little red glow in it. Occasionally glows, but it's very easy to miss. But with that, we have another gravestone. The fire gravestone. And I believe we only have one more to get. No, we have a couple more. We have like 2 more, I think. The light and the water. Unfortunately, I kind of messed up on the water gravestone. There's a way to get it for free, but I kind of missed it, so I had to pay money for it. Now that is a big deal. I have more. I get it, and I have more than enough money. But I missed out on a little cutscene between a newly married couple. But that's okay. We still get the item, so it doesn't matter nonetheless. But yeah. Anyways, I'm also letting my. Well, no, I think I actually clear that up in a minute. Yeah. Just go to the graveyard real quick and clear it up. But we are going to need to make our karma or whatever. We are going to need to make that go to the red soon. Anyways, we're going to open this door up now that we have the dungeon key. Hopefully we can save Haley before something bad happens to him and his mother. Of course, we run across Roger and Olga again. But bacon? No, of course not. It was a weird pregnant monster lady. You think that's gonna stop me? Summoning a god is child's play? Wow, I don't even want to imagine what you're gonna do. I guess he was trying to summon an Earth Guardian. I don't know if it was God per se. So they are both 2 sides of the same coin. And thus the pieces finally start to fall into place. The woman that we have known for all this time, we can match a voice to the face, is Kadoka. Kadoka being one of the main characters from the previous spiritual predecessor, from the previous game, which this game is the spiritual successor to, Kadoka, where she was trying to lay the spirit of Patrick's wife, Elaine, to rest after he tried to revive her through the dark magic of the Immigrant documents, which were stolen from the Vatican. How he got them, we do not know yet, but they were stolen from the Vatican. And Haley being the son of Kadoka, meaning that the night that she had, before they departed different ways, that makes oh my god, I'm slipping on the other character's name because I know O'Flannery. I can't remember the other dude's name. How can I not remember the other character's name? I almost want to say Jack, but I'm pretty sure that's not his name. What is his name? I'm forgetting what Haley's father's name would be. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Edward. His name was Edward, that's right. So, Edward must be Haley's father then. And what did she mean by the one who claims to be Bacon? Is she implying that the Roger Bacon that we've been encountering in this game is not the same one that we know from the previous game? It would make sense because Margaret did say that suddenly Roger Bacon had a huge shift and change, and excuse me. And this game doesn't take too many years. This game doesn't take that long after the original Kadoka. And for Roger to suddenly change his form and shape completely seems unlikely unless it's through the means of magic. I don't know. And what's cool is, if you noticed, Haley's magic looks very similar, of course, to the magic in the previous, in the Kadoka game. If you looked, it looked very much like Geyser. His Aqua Blade looked like the Geyser. He doesn't. I don't know if he gets fire, but his healing looks very similar to healing in that game. His Strong Earth, not quite the same. Well, actually, is actually similar now that I think about it, except his looks more crystallized, while theirs turned into giant stone. And then his Air Shot, not really quite the same as their Tornado, but still. It's a very cool nod. If you played the previous game, you probably, if you watch my LP of it or you've played the previous game, you probably figured out a lot of what's going on, that the mysterious voice was indeed Kadoka. Well, you might have not known it was Kadoka, but, once you kind of saw her, it's like, and you saw Haley's powers, it's like, oh, okay, obviously his mom is Kadoka. And look at that, his healing can heal a lot. I haven't really talked about Olga because she's just the same like as before. She just has a little more HP. She does pretty much the exact same thing. She's not that hard. But yeah, though, it's nice because I didn't want to spoil it for the longest time. But I remember playing this for the first time and I was thinking, whoa, that is so cool. But yeah, though, she told us to go to Wales. And if you remember, the Nematome Monastery is in Wales. Which was where the last game took place, where Patrick failed at reviving his dead love, Elena. So, are we perhaps going to the monastery? I don't know. And apparently there's supposed to be someone there who we can meet up with. But the question is, who would it be? O'Flannery's already dead. So the true ending, O'Flannery's already dead. So the only other person that we can maybe meet is Edward. But Edward, if you remember, left too. So there's not a whole bunch of characters that we could possibly meet. Maybe someone outside of the story knows. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, though, this fight's really easy. I was being a little cautious, though, because she actually was doing a decent amount of damage to Yuri. Her Black Fog is actually a little annoying because it can hits everybody, and it can poison. Which, while poison doesn't do a ton of damage, it does start to rack up a little bit. And just having one of your characters become unconscious is really not helpful. I wish he still used alcohol to revive them like in the previous game. That's okay. But yeah, though, even when you don't get the critical or the perfect on his heal, he's still healing around 300. That's really good. The only thing is, though, I think it takes a lot more MP than Alice's cure, which again is the only downside. So I am probably going to have to equip the MP reducing item on him eventually, but I haven't done it yet. But he does get a pretty decent amount of MP, so I don't know. And this should be almost it. Okay, now she's teetering. Olga's teetering. This is what, our third time fighting her? She is getting on my last nerves. And there we go. Finishes her off. And if you look closely, look, she explodes in the little polygons. So you know she's dead for real. That's how you know someone's died. And we get the Warlock healings and a pretty nice amount of experience. And Alice has finally learned Arc, which allows her to fully heal the whole party. For quite a bit of MP, but it's a full heal to everybody. I think it also gets rid of status ailments too. I don't remember exactly, but it's real good. Oh, we're back in the London Rats hideout. The London Rats. Well, we don't know if Kadoka's dead yet. We just saw Bacon take her away. That doesn't mean she's dead. There's still a chance that she's alive. I mean, Bacon did say that she is a beacon for which God will use. So the chance of her being dead is unlikely. And with that, yep. Okay, you're going to want to talk to Joshua because you get an extremely important item. This item is used to get the good ending of the game. You need it to get the good ending of the game. It's important. We received the Oath Grail. Yeah, I imagine. He misses his mom. He finally saw his mom after 3 years and then she was whisked away again by a man with a pork product name. To beat the 4 masks. Grail weakens gold. Gold staff. The 4 masks. Almost like the 4 masks that cursed Yuri and Alice? Oh, good. Look, there's the Illuminati symbol. And Sharon has now awakened her abilities. If you remember the last time we talked to her, she talked about how she made a mouse appear while thinking about it. Yeah, she now has the ability to summon monsters, very much like in Shanghai, except her monsters are far superior and way stronger. And I will do this off screen, but will allow us to get very good items if you beat it. You actually get, if I remember correctly, you get Haley's ultimate weapon by beating it, and you can also get a crucifix. So, I'm definitely going to do it for Haley's. I'm going to get everyone's ultimate armor and weapon, but I'm definitely going to do it to get Haley's ultimate weapon. There's no point in showing it on screen, though. It's just the same. You're fighting 10 enemies, and you get experience, too, if I remember. You don't get money, though, but you do get experience, if I remember. Oh, let's talk to Haley. He's probably missing his mom. I love how Yuri's trying out the answer. Yep, but you know what? I'm going to end the video here, so I'll see you next time. Bye then.